Hey guys, Caleb's Cards here, coming at you with another TTM Autograph Mail Week recap. And this is going to be from last Saturday till Friday, because the mail is not here yet. It's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's not here yet, so I'll probably have to just do like always, add it into the next episode. So if you're new here, just want to say welcome, and what I do is I write to athletes and celebrities and all kinds of people through the mail. I get their addresses via the websites down below in the description, in case you're interested in maybe looking up some people to try, and ask for an autograph for me and my friends and co-workers, you name it, all kinds of people try to get it, so for my own collection or just to help out others. So I did forget an autograph from last episode, and I don't know how. It was actually a pretty cool one. I only have about half of it because I've already shipped off the rest to Autographs for a Cure, Michael's channel. Make sure you go check him out. Also, in the corner up here, I figured out how to do cards, so I can link his channel and stuff up there. So make sure you have your annotations on in the settings part of your video, and you can click on that. And that should be cool to do for cards, because then I can do like polls and all kinds of stuff, so that should be fun. So anyways, we got actor Monty Markham. Of course, he was in the movie Mr. Deeds, and I got him on the cover. It's a pretty funny movie, so I wanted to get that one. And this one, I'm not sure. It says as Ray Bradbury, 1968. I did double check where exactly that one's from, but that was another cool one. And then he just mentioned in this letter here, he apologized for the delay, but they've been dealing with the fires where he's at, which he doesn't have to apologize or anything like that. It was just really awesome of him just to even still try and send to me. So I definitely owe him a thank you note, as well as Mr. Dean Torrance. And he included several of these 8x10s, which I sent to Autographs for a Cure, all different. And this one was the only one that he inscribed to me, so I just kept it since it's inscribed already. But very cool that he took the time to still reply and also send extras. So that'll be available. Should get to Michael here probably today, actually, because I sent a priority mail, so it should get there pretty fast. So I just want to make sure I have Star Tiger up, because I have a few that I want to research. So we got some NASA 2 in as well. I guess we'll start off with that officially for the week. But got Mr. Jerome Apt. He's a teacher at a college in Missouri or something like that, I think, or no, Pennsylvania. Engineering. So I got him on 2 photos, and one's going to Kim. I think the first time I got him a few years ago, I just got an index card, so I wanted to try and get him on a photo. Then this is what I wanted to make sure I get my facts right for you on this one. So this first one here is Mr. Neil Hutchinson, and he was the flight director for Apollo 16 and 17, and he's the man on the right. So pretty cool. I sent off a ton of NASA recently. Then we got another NASA astronaut. I tried an address, but it's no longer valid, so I sent to a new one. It's also no longer valid because he's since moved again, but I did update it. So Mr. Fred Leslie signed a 4x6 photo for me, so I was 1 for 2 on it. And then we have Mr. Ed Fendel. And Mr. Ed Fendel, just double check here, he was the head of the communications section at NASA starting with Apollo 9. And Fendel would use a camera mounted on the lunar rover to perfectly capture the lunar liftoff of the Apollo 17 lunar module Challenger. So very cool, very iconic piece of history. So very cool, Mr. Ed Findle. So that was it for the NASA. And there's still hopefully more to come. Then, let's see where we want to go here. I got one racing return. One of these is going to Kim. I'll probably give her this one because this is the better looking signature. Didn't smudge as much. But this is Mr. Ryan Blaney, and I think this was the Team Penske Racing is where I sent to on that one. And here's the second one. So that was out for a little bit. I think July or so. Then we have an Olympic return. He was a Olympic gold medalist pole vaulter in the 1964 Summer Olympics. This is Mr. Fred Hansen, who signed one for me and then one for Bruce. This picture's all taken in the same room, just that obviously kind of cool because most likely is one of those people there in the background of that one. So Mr. Fred Hansen. Then we got one basketball return. It's pretty neat inscription as well on one of them. Also one's going to Bruce. So two he signed to me is Mr. Adam Keefe, former center / power forward for a number of seasons. The Atlanta Hawks and Utah Jazz. Some of his teams there. There's the Bulls. And this one he inscribed to Hong Kong Peace, which is pretty cool. So I'm definitely for that. I got, of course, I'm a Christian, so there's lots of Christians over there, and it's kind of scary. You'd have a communist country trying to persecute my fellow Christians. So definitely for Hong Kong Peace. So I thought that was kind of a neat inscription that he did include. Then we got two baseball returns. Coming back from MLB top prospect, or one of the top prospects, Bobby Witt Jr., and he's clearly learned those really good fan / PR relations from his dad, because his dad's always signing, and it's still carried over to his son. So like father, like son. So very cool. Wanted to try and at least get him, and one of those is going to Bruce as well. I want to at least try and say I got him at one time, so I sent to his home address in Texas. Then we got a newly inducted Baltimore Orioles Hall of Famer. This is Mr. Gary Renicky, and he was inducted the same day as Melvin Mora. And one of these is also going to Bruce, and these are both 5x7s. And he signed, and he just liked how I put Philippians 4:13, my favorite verse. Then we have lots of football, lots for Team 90s. I do need to do an update. I meant to do that last week. We just wasn't feeling up to doing it and wasn't quite caught up yet. But now I think I have most of that caught up. So starting with Mr. Doug Bryan. I think this photo is from like 1998, 99. That's when he played with the Saints. So it's a later 90s success, but former kicker for them, Doug Bryan. This was sent to the San Francisco 49ers. He's a coach. And I'm actually watching the Vikings and 49ers game right now. This is Mr. Martin Mayhew. And then we got the Rocket Ishmael, who played for the Cowboys in the late 90s as well. I believe this photo is about 1999, 98. So, very good kick returner. Then we got Mr. Fred Marion with the Philippians 4:13 inscription. Of course, I don't need to look that one up. As previous mentioned, it's my favorite verse, so yeah. So Philippians 4:13 is, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Then we got Mr. Mervin Fernandez. And another former Raider, also a 49er, Ricky Ellison, who, fun fact, started a missile defense company. And that's where I sent to, in Virginia. So he works for the government. Got Mr. Dwayne Washington, who's a pretty good cornerback in his time. We got the grave digger, Gilbert Brown. Of course, we have gotten him a couple years ago, but had to get him for the contest. Then we take a break and go to the 70s for a little bit. We got a really good Cowboys linebacker for a number of seasons, Mr. D.D. Lewis, who's always a terrific TTM signer. Going to be giving some of those to Bruce. Got the description 68 to 81. Played a long time. Who knows? Maybe, I don't know if he would possibly get in on the Hall of Fame and maybe the Veterans Committee or something like that. I have to look. Of course, back then they didn't keep too good of stats on the defensive guys like sacks and stuff, so I don't know exactly how his stats work, but I have to look him up. So there he is in that 5x7. I think Bob Lilly's 74. Maybe that's Randy White. Might be Randy White. I'd have to double check. Then we got Mike Johnson from the Browns. Got Jeff Donaldson from the Chiefs. And on the same day we had two gentlemen include extra cards. This is former nose tackle Tim Goad from the Patriots. And here's a couple cards he included, which is very neat. So very nice guy. And then Mr. Michael Brooks from the former Broncos and Giants. Pretty good tackling linebacker. Usually get about 100 tackles a season. Included a card as well. And that's it for the football. And then we have just a couple more celebrities here to end it off. We got Mr. Richard Klein. So that one for Bruce. Got a little smudge at the end, but that's alright. And then this is from Three's Company, as well as this one that he signed to Bruce. And that's Mr. Larry, or Larry. So very cool. And last but not least, Mr. Lawrence Luckinbill is better known for his acting in Star Trek. And there he is. Looks like Bowl 4 or something like that. I can't quite make out, but very cool. That's also one for Bruce. So Bruce had a pretty good week as well. So that's it. So I will, unless I can get the mail and maybe include it in a separate video or something like really nice, I'll do a separate clip. Otherwise, I'll just add it into next week's video for you guys for today's TTMs. And then I need to get that update for the Battle of the Decades contest to get our numbers up. So make sure everybody's aware of that. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I really hope you have a great rest of your weekend and enjoying watching the playoff football. I'm going to go get back and see how the two teams are doing. So I'll see y'all later, guys. Have a great day. Bye.